So we are going to do problem 16 today. I've already discussed the problem in the last lecture, so we're just going to solve it. So the name of the firm is Borkar Departmental Store. Departmental trading and profit and loss account for the year ended 30. They've just said 2018, but okay, for the year ended 31st December 2018. For the year ended 31st December 2018. If you remember, I think we had everything in the departmental profit and loss account itself. There was no general profit and loss account and neither a balance sheet. So we just have one statement to prepare. So let's start doing that. We start with the opening stock. To opening stock. The amounts are 42,000 and 34,000. The departments are A and B. $42,000 and 34,000. Next is purchases. Also, we have return inwards, but that is connected with sales returns. Okay, so we don't have any return outwards. If I had return outwards or purchase returns, I would have minus them respectively from each of the departments, and then I would have written it. So I just have purchases. Department A 2,56,000. Department B 1,94,000. Two purchases. $2,56,000 and 1,94,000. Then there is sales on the other side, and sales also there are return inwards. So I said it would be better we minus it directly and write. So we are going to write it as I've done this in one problem. By sales less returns. By sales less returns. So the sales of department A are 4,30,000 and the returns are 10,000. So actually the net sales would be 4,20,000. 4,30,000 minus 10,000, 4,20,000. Similarly of B it is 3,74,000 minus 14,000, which becomes 3,60,000. 3,60,000. Okay. Then we also have wages, 45,000. Okay, the wages have not yet been divided here, so we will have to go back and check. If you remember, we had discussed this last adjustment. During the year, goods costing rupees 15,000 transferred to A from B, not considered above. Okay, so we have to take this. This is an interdepartmental transfer to interdepartmental transfer. And the side we will have by interdepartmental transfer. And we need to see who's transferring to whom. Goods costing 15,000 transferred to department A from B. That means B is transferring to A. So for B it is like sales, that is 15,000, and for A it is like purchases. Okay. So now we need to go and check how these expenses have to be divided. So we will start with wages. They've said wages are incurred in proportion of purchases of each department, whereas both the departments employ same number of employees. That's for salaries. So wages are to be divided in the ratio of the purchases. So we will have to check the ratio there. Wages have to be divided in the ratio of purchases. Now, if you check the purchases, it's 2,56,000 1,94,000. I'll just take these amounts. Let's see what ratio we get. Ratio of purchases. Purchases 2,56,000 is to 1,94,000. So we will get 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 eights are 16, and this side we will have 2 nines are 18, 2 sevens are 14. I don't think this can be divided further, so it will be 128 is to 97. 128 is to 97. 128 is to 97. So wages are 45,000. If you divide it in that ratio, 198 is to 97, we will get, let's do that. 25,619,400. 25,619,400. So wages have been divided in the ratio of purchases. Then we have salaries, but before salaries, to finish up the trading account, we will also have closing stock. So I will write that down. By closing stock, it's given as 54,000 and B is 40,000. By closing stock, 54,000 and we have 40,000. Okay. So I will leave a line and then I will start with the items, 2 lines. Maybe there could be a gross profit or gross loss, and then I'll start with the items of the profit and loss account. Salaries. Now they've already told us how to divide salaries. Both the departments employ same number of employees in the office. That means salaries have to be divided equally. So it's going to be 20,000 is to 20,000. Two salaries. The ratio is 1 is to 1 because they employ the same number of employees. So 40,000 divided in that ratio will be 20,000 and 20,000. Then there is advertisement expenses. What has been said about this? Closing stock, Department A occupies half. There is a, this is about rent and electricity. It's about insurance, wages, office and general. Okay, nothing has been said about advertisement. So advertisement, as usual, we are going to take it based on sales. Okay, so advertisement will have to be taken based on sales because nothing is specifically, they've not told us how to divide it. And we know that advertisement can be taken on the basis of sales. So it's always net sales. Okay, sales less returns. It's always net sales unless they specifically mention that it's gross sales without the returns, without minusing the returns. So here it will be 2 twos are, 2 ones are, 2, sorry, I think you can divide in 6 times 6 sevens are, 6 are. So 7 is to 6. 6 times table, 6 sevens are 42 and 6 6 are 36. So advertisement divided in the ratio of 7 is to 6, 26,000. It will be 14,000 and 12,000. Okay, I forgot, I didn't see the carriage inverts. We will have another item in the trading account. I'll just add that there. Sorry. I missed carriage inverts. Two carriage inverts. Now carriage inverts also nothing has been told to us. So carriage inverts is related to purchases. So the ratio of purchases only will be taken, which is 128 is to 97. So if I divide carriage inverts in that ratio, I will get 5120 and 3880. 3880. Then we have insurance charges. Insurance charges have been told to us was taken for stock of goods on the basis of opening stock. So that has to be done on the basis of opening stock insurance. So to insurance. Opening stock, if we check the ratio, it will be 17 to 21 is to 17. 2 twos are 4, 2 ones are 2. So 21 is to 17, which will be 2,100 and 1,700. This I've taken based on opening stock. This ratio has come from opening stock, like it said in the adjustments. Then we have rent and taxes, 36,000. Rent and taxes, 36,000. Now here they've specifically given us a ratio. They've told us Department A occupies half of the space than Department B. Okay, so basically if the space occupied by Department A is 1, B's will be double of it. Or I said you can take it also as 0.5 is to 1. Okay, or you can take it as 1 is to 2. So to rent and rates, or rent and taxes, how is it given? Rent and taxes. You can either take it as 0.5 is to 1, or you can take it as 1 is to 2. Up to you. Okay, because whatever it is, the A occupancy is half that of B. That's what they've said. The occupancy of A occupies half of the space than B. So you can either take it as 0.5 is to 1 or 1 is to 2. So that will give us, if we divide that, it will give us 12,000 and 24,000. 36,000 divided in that ratio will give 12,000 and 24,000. Then there is also electricity charges for which the ratio has been given. They've told us whereas the electricity consumption of Department A was 50% more than that of Department B. 50% more. So I took it as if B's electricity consumption is 1, A's will be 1.5 is to 1, or it can be 3 is to 2. Okay, 3 is to 2 or 1.5. So electricity, it's either 1.5 is to 1 or 3 is to 2. Okay, it's not double. If it was double, it would have been 4 is to 2 or 2 is to 1. It's not double. It's 50% more. Double would be 100% more. Okay, it's 50% more. So electricity will be 24,000 and 16,000. Then there is bad debts. Nothing has been told to us about bad debts. So bad debts will be divided based on sales. Nothing has been told. So bad debts will be divided based on sales. 2 bad debts. The ratio for sales is 7 is to 6. The ratio for sales is 7 is to 6. If we divide in that ratio, we will get 2,100 and 1,800. Then we have carriage inwards I've already taken. Discount allowed. Discount allowed will be based on sales again. 3250. Discount allowed will be 1750 and 1,500. And then we have discount received, which will come on the other side as an income. 2250. Leave a line for gross profit. By discount received on the basis of purchases. So that would be 128 is to 97. So that would be, if I divide that, 1280 and 970. And the last one is office and general expenses, 21,000. They've told us 2 is to 1. 2 office expenses, 2 office and general expenses in the ratio of 2 is to 1, which is given to us. So that comes to 14 and 7,000. 14,000, 7,000. That's it. We have taken everything. We have been consider the last one as well. Now we won't have any stock reserve and all in this problem because nothing has been told that the transfers are made at market prices. If they had said the transfer interdepartmental transfers were done at selling price or market price, then we would have calculated stock reserve. So we don't need to calculate stock reserve. We only have to do the net profit and that's it. So this total comes to 4,74,000, and this side we have 4,15,000. So two gross profit carried down. Here it is 132.80, 163,720. Bring it down. Buy gross profit brought down. 132.80 and 163,720. And the total here we have is 131,560. And this side there is 164,690. So two net profit. We are not carrying it down because we are not preparing any accounts. So 41,610, and here there is 80,690. This is the problem 16. Anyone has any questions? The only difficulty in this problem was those ratios with regard to the rent and with regard to electricity. Anyone has any questions? Any questions, students?